Hey guys, Dan Hood, Big DH 2000 here. Just thought I'd give you guys not really a tour of the shop, but my dad, for those who don't know, he's retired and he enjoys staying busy. He tends to get up a little earlier in the morning than my mother, so he needs something to keep him occupied because otherwise he'd drive her nuts. So every once in a while I send him something to take care of for me. So let's go around and look at a few of the things he's done lately for me. For one, for those who don't know, I've got this big floor model sander. This is a 48-inch belt, which means it's 2 feet from the center here to the center here, and it's 6 inches wide. Well, I was having a lot of trouble with it throwing the fuse or throwing the circuit breaker, just because it was loaded down too heavy. So he dismantled a fair amount of it, refurbished the motor for me. I cleaned up the mechanics up here, cleaned everything out, got everything lubed up with WD-40 with the clean motor and all of that, and the new brushes. Everything's running fine now. Here, we'll turn it on. I don't really need a planer. That thing's got 32 grit on it. It'll take everything out. We also cleaned this one up, dressed this one up, cleaned out the motor. This beast, I had a little problem with one of the spindles, had to take care of. This beast was cleaned and oiled. My dad also refurbished the engine down. You can see the motor down on that. He cleaned that up for me. Got it all squared away. Now the bandsaw is running better. And just today, I ended up with about 4 or 5 grinders. You can see I've got a polisher here, which is specifically polishing. Eventually I'm going to make a table for just the polishing and the grinding and put different grits of polishing compound on each one. But these are 2 old grinders I had. You can see they all had the hoods and everything. He took all of that off. He went in, cleaned up the motors, made sure the brushes, if there were brushes, they were fine. He also took off, this one had formed plastic. Plastic just gets in the way, so he cut it off with his zipper. Took that all off, got these all squared away and ready for me to put on the table. Let me see what else he's refurbished recently. He's done a ton of refurbishing for me, and I really appreciate it. Oh, he also built this little table for me for Christmas. For those who haven't seen, it holds a handheld battery operated router, perfectly designed. You can also see it uses dowels to make sure it stays rigidly in place, and here's spare dowels here. I've also got this table, and then underneath I've got a plate that goes in there, so I got a third router. So I got all these routers. He's probably going to take this one off of me soon and fix it up a little bit, maybe try and get I bought this for like $2 at some junk sale. He's probably going to build me a ripping guide or a fence for the thing. This one, I love it just the way it is. It's fantastic because this, even though this moves at up to 30,000 RPM, it's not that much horsepower, so you can quickly overpower it with HDPE and slow it down. So it works great for rounding HDPE. I use this one to trim edges. You can see I've got a spiral bit on it. For those who don't know, this is a beast. I believe it's almost 4 horsepower. I can't remember. It's so massive, it's ridiculous. Once again, something I found at a yard sale, and between my dad and I, we refurbished it. 90% of the time, a lot of these bad things, it's something like brushes need cleaning or dust needs knocking out of the engine. You just pull a few screws out, blow it out with your thing, look at a few things, maybe sand 1 or 2 contacts, buy $3 worth of brushes, and the thing's good to go. Also, one of my newer acquisitions, an air sander. Okay, still getting used to that. Still also learning way back here how to get the compressor adjusted right. And then if you look back here, there's also a pressure regulator hanging over there, how to get that all adjusted right. It's a work in progress. It's like any tool, you got to learn it. But anyway, and then the other project my dad did, I completely forgot, is over here. Once again, these three motors, the motor on this table saw, these three motors are almost identical except for maybe the size. He refurbed this one for me, got it all squared away. I greased and lubed everything up here. Now the table saw runs a lot better. I just need to find a better blade for it. One thing I am having a little trouble with is, yeah, sometimes this bad boy doesn't run right. It's a nice lathe, has a 48-inch throw if I need it. You can see the ripping fence for the saw is laying on it. He's going to probably take this next and clean it up for me. Get the contacts all running again. It's just, use wears them out. Anyway, guys, thought you guys would like that. See what my dad's doing for me, what he's helping me with. Good to have a dad who's handy as well. He helps me take care of stuff. So, the shop maintains in order. And we keep it going. He loves to refurbish stuff like that. He not so much. He'll cut out slingshots for me, but that's about where his interest stops. But when it comes to cleaning up the tools and making them run right, he loves to do that. So we kind of make a good team. And then my brother's got his own set of talents too. So anyway, that's part from the Big DH 2000 shop. Hope you guys like it. I'm enjoying the refurbished tools. Next step is to get more of a dust collection system, a better dust collection system. And I'm just going to work on that slowly. And I'll show you guys a video once it's all installed about a year from now. Take care, guys.